I grew up going to an ELCA church, and one of my best friends throughout high school was Hindu, and we had a Christian literature class, and so she kind of understood nothing that we were talking about with Christian holidays, just because that wasn't her perception of life and her religion. And so a lot of our lunch times were spent talking about Christianity. And one day my friend said to me, "Ashley, you would make such a great pastor. You're so good at explaining this." And I laughed at her, and then a couple months later, God tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Hey, I'm calling you to ministry. I think that this would be a good fit for you."
So deciding to pursue my MDiv was like a 6-year kind of experience. Started with taking a career test, as a lot of 25 or 6-year-olds do. And one of the things it said was to be a pastor. And I kind of was like, oh, that's interesting, and put it on the shelf, but it didn't go away. As I kept going in my career in healthcare and things, it was like, well, I really want to help people more directly and things, and kind of was coming back to my faith and that idea of being in the clergy. And talked to my pastor here at Prince of Peace, and she's like, what if you just gave that thought a little oxygen? Lots of different things went into that, of course, deciding on Luther. One was the flexibility that I had to be on campus or at home. I live in the northwest suburbs of Minneapolis, so Luther isn't too far, but I really wanted some place I could be, but also study from home, because I have a family.
And so it's been such a gift these last 3 years to learn with people from all over the country and all over the world, and connecting with my distributed learning friends through our residential focus sessions and through text or emails or group projects has just been such a gift and a wonderful way to learn while I'm here.
My connection to the church is deeper in a different way, partially because I'm at Luther. With a Jubilee scholarship, I can work part-time and go to school full-time, which wouldn't be possible, so I actually am working at the church now. With the forums, everyone is responding to some prompts, and then you're responding to each other, so it gets to be a deeper experience for all of us in some ways. Even though we're not face-to-face, we can hear from everyone in the class rather than just those 2 or 3 people who are really comfortable to speak up in class.
I've used the Faith Lead Network in courses here at Luther, specifically through Grace Pomeroy's Funding Forward course. And we've had to do certain modules through Faith Lead and certain exercises in that sort of environment. It's been really wonderful to get to know that network outside of being a student at Luther.
So when I think about the donors that are allowing me to be at Luther and Luther to exist, I'm very thankful, but it's also very motivating for me.
Thank you so much to our donors for funding our education and funding this community. It means so much to me that I've been able to be a part of Luther Seminary for 3 years, and that I'll be an alumni in the future after my internship finishes.